Speech to Inform 5. How many times a week do you eat junk food or eat from fast food restaurants? When I was in the 4th grade, I ate McDonald's 2 to 3 times a week. And without knowing the facts, by the time I was a 5th grader, I was wearing size 32 pants, the same size I'm wearing now. When I was in the 5th grade, I went to a preparatory school that required a formal uniform. When I went to buy the uniform, they didn't have one in my size. I had to have mine specially made, and being overweight prevented me from socializing with friends because my self-esteem was really low, and I didn't have the confidence to approach new people. That led me not to participate in school activities and felt that I was treated differently. The reason for my obesity was that I had no control of what I ate, and eating was a bad habit. I constantly had food in my mouth, and things got out of hand, and the school physician warned me that if I went at this rate, I could have serious health problems in the future. And they consulted my parents to have me do regular exercise periods and control what I ate. From then on, I took special care and prevented diseases for myself. I have been obese for most of my childhood and teens, and think that it is an issue that applies to many people around the world. I have personally made many efforts to cure obesity for myself, and I would like to talk to you today about some of the diseases related and how people can prevent obesity. Now, let me talk to you about the primary causes of obesity. According to Health magazine, obesity is a medical condition in which excess body fat has accumulated to the extent that it affects health adversely. This can lead to serious health problems and reduce life expectancy. There are a number of different causes, and here are just a few of them that you might be familiar with. The most popular reason for obesity is followed by excessive calorie intake. According to a government-supported website, people take in as much as twice the recommended calories than they are supposed to. This might be okay for 1 or 2 days, but obese people are doing this almost every day. Think about how much excess calories that will accumulate after a whole year. Another reason for obesity is that people eat too many foods that are high in sugar and fat. A person might take in the correct amount of calories, but all those calories can be from fat or sugars, which go directly to the accumulation of fat in your body, which ends up creating no calorie for energy. The healthage.com website says, reduced energy expenditure is another cause. This is simply not exercising enough and taking in more than you are spending. There are some external factors that contribute to obesity, like bad influence or family habits in a child, or simply obesity runs in the genes of the family. Let me share with you some of the diseases that are related to obesity. Obesity can cause cardiovascular problems. This means that it can cause problems directly related to the heart. Obesity can result in heart failure, which slows down or even disables the function of the heart. We all know that if the heart doesn't function, you don't function. It can cause the heart to enlarge, which means the muscles in your heart enlarge, making it difficult for the heart to pump blood into your system. Obesity contributes to dysfunctions of the reproductive system. It can cause erectile dysfunction for men, which makes it difficult to have sexual intercourse. According to Health.com, obesity contributes to breast cancer and stillbirth for women. All these diseases are directly related to life and must be dealt with seriously. There are diseases related to the brain. Obesity can slow down the circulation of blood in your body and can contribute to headaches and even strokes. According to ArticleWave.com, pro football players who are obese can easily get a stroke despite the vigorous physical activity. It can also cause psychological problems like depression and low self-esteem. There are ways to prevent obesity and diseases that will lead to death. There are simply solutions that can be used in everyday life and doesn't require a doctor and expensive costs. The most common and practical way is to exercise regularly. Obese people should go to the gym and have a workout plan that they can stick to. If there is no time to make time to go to the gym, you could do small things like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, walking to a place instead of taking a cab, and so on. The most challenging but essential way of fighting obesity is watching what you eat. Just by eating 3 meals with a balanced diet can help immensely. Obesity in American.com says, people who are obese tend to have food in their mouth constantly. Eating 3 designated meals at the appropriate time is very important. Second, you should refrain from the consumption of junk food that contains high but useless calories. The calories that you take in from these junk foods are much more difficult to lose because they go directly to your fat. Eating junk food once in a while is okay, but not all the time, like obese people. Obesity is critical to health and can contribute to death and shorten life expectancy. There are plenty of ways to fight obesity, and it is never too late. Having a first-hand experience has helped me be aware of obesity, and I recommend to the obese people out there to start taking care of yourselves, and if you don't, you will look like this. Thank you.